Good evening, everyone, and welcome to hashtag Hawaka Wednesday.
Oh my gosh.
My name is Autumn, and this is my husband Richard, and we go live here on our YouTube channel, Watch Autumn Keto, every Wednesday evening at 8:30 p.m. Eastern for hashtag Hawaka Wednesday.
All the above.
Oh yeah, don't be being all attractive, putting on your glasses for everybody. Oh my gosh, he is showing out today already. But you can catch us on our other channel, the Weathers channel, every Sunday morning at 9:30 a.m. Eastern, where we go live over there as well. So Sunday over there, Wednesday over her.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking
I
about?
have no idea what you just said, but I agree.
Gigi's here, says, good evening, Autumn. How are you and your smoke show of a husband? That's that guy. I heard Elise Myers call her husband a smoke show once on TikTok, and I was like, you know what? That's how I'm going to describe my husband.
I was wondering where that came from.
Yeah, TikTok.
I was like, who are you talking about?
I don't think he knew I was
I
going
had to
to
look
say
behind me for a second. I was like,
Oh, that cracks me up.
who are you talking to?
Miriam's here, says, hello,
Moi.
lovelies. Hi,
Moi.
Miriam. Miriam, once again, hopefully
Good
tons of
evening,
people have told you,
Miriam.
but congratulations on an
Oh,
excellent
my
event.
God.
So,
Miriam,
I know how difficult
you
it
and
is,
Chris
so,
absolutely killed it.
excellent.
Between the two of
Just
you.
plain
Actually, I was going to say between the whole family.
Yeah,
because your children got
I can't.
talent,
That's what I'm saying. I can't tell if it was one of your daughters or
No, it
both
was
of them.
both
Okay,
They
I
were
didn't.
tag team.
I didn't know if they were the
tag
same
team.
person.
They were like high fiving, and one
But
relieved, and
your
the other
daughters did an excellent
Absolutely.
job.
Absolutely.
And so it was
never
great. It was
an
beautiful.
issue,
Yeah.
never a worry. If it
Mhm.
wasn't Miriam handling the problem, it was Chris,
And
or
then-
vice versa.
Also, just big shout out to the Keto Chow team. Like that was in the vendor.
Oh, don't
you
even get
know,
me started.
Holly,
Don't even get me
Steve,
started.
Lynette, all the other people
I was
whose
gonna say
names I didn't
the
know.
entire warehouse.
Well, in the warehouse,
The
but I'm
entire
specifically referring to the people that were at the event.
Oh yeah.
Killed it.
The traveling team and the warehouse.
Exactly.
We'll call them the traveling.
That warehouse was beautiful.
We'll call them the
I
traveling.
claim that in my future one day, full of
No,
t-shirts.
I mean, Keto Chow is red carpet
amazing.
all the way. Red
Mom's
carpet all
here
the way.
says, hello, my peeps. Love to all. Happy Whack
I
Wednesday.
didn't have my headband on.
Rosemary's
I
here,
have
says,
my-
good evening.
I rocked my
Literally,
rocked my Keto.
he wore his Keto Chow purple headband all day yesterday. It was yesterday. It was just yesterday.
But you know what it did though?
It stopped the sweat from
I
getting
was
in.
just gonna say.
He used it. Sean is here, says
It did its
hello.
job.
Yes, absolutely. Shauna said, I'm a few chipboard stickers away from making my nieces money lay. Yes. So she showed us this on the Patreon call. It's like she's making a lay. You
I
know
know
how
what a lay is.
well, but I'm saying, did you like in high school you had people like made them out of the Starburst wrappers? It almost looked like
I've seen creative people do
she
things.
made hers out of money dollars.
Wait, the whole thing?
Yes. I don't know what denomination the money dollars
I
were.
mean, no matter what denomination, you better escort that motherfucker to
Yeah.
you gonna have
Right in
a
there.
security guard with you at all
Jeray's
times.
here,
That
says good evening. Strong is
Shoot.
here, says good evening.
Good evening, all. Good evening, Sprung.
Teresa's here, says hey everybody. You guys, my voice hurts. My throat
What?
hurts very, very bad.
And why does your throat hurt very, very bad?
Because I was making shirts yesterday and I was singing at the top of my lungs. First, the soundtrack to Dear Evan Hansen.
God.
Because
oh my gosh.
on the way to Salt Lake, on the way to and fro Salt Lake, we could watch movies. So I chose to watch the Dear Evan Hansen movie, not expecting it to be good. And to be honest, it wasn't really good.
It.
No, I've seen the Broadway show.
That was your first time seeing the movie?
Seeing the movie.
I thought you literally was rewatching it again.
No, So
you're supposed to tell me the joy
the music,
that you had.
the movie, take it or leave it, but the music was beautiful. And it just reminded me of how much I needed to go back and listen to the soundtrack.
So you didn't care for the movie.
It could have just stayed a Broadway play.
So literally you were just fast forward to the next song.
No. I watched the whole thing. That's
no,
how
but I mean in a perfect world.
Yes. Well,
fast forward to the next song.
That's why I immediately went back to the soundtrack because all it is.
Go. All
so
right.
yesterday I was singing at the top of my lungs, and then I got sick of Dear Evan Hansen because that's how much I listened to it. So I switched over to Hamilton, which is no better because that thing's like 4 hours long.
Gosh.
So I woke up this morning like, oh my gosh, like I should be drinking some hot tea right now. It hurts. You guys, the title of today's The title of today's video is Salt Lake City Keto Salt Lake recap with Coach Bronson.
Oh yeah.
I don't know where Coach Bronson is. He's not here. Normally he's waiting in the wings. He sent me a message last week like, hey, when are we going live? And I was like, let's do next Wednesday. But,
knowing Coach Bronson the way I know him, he's probably in the gym.
And
I'm gonna say one of his exercises ran over.
But anytime he just hops on, I'll bring him in. But you know,
we'll definitely it's like fishing. We'll just
reel him in. Yeah. Jen's here says hello everyone. Hopenitz here says good evening, Weathers and also Mark fam. Hope everyone had a fantabulous day. I definitely did. Brianna's here says good evening, friends. It feels like it's been forever since we've hung out. I was just about to say that. When I saw your name, I was like, oh man, Brianna,
it's like at least a few days.
Oh, Shauna's here says hello. Autumn Richard, happy Hope Day.
Good evening.
Ready Set Keto's here says hello, peeps. Hey.
I love air frying.
Yeah, air
frying.
Do you love the? I was like the activity of air frying or air frying?
Okay,
got it.
We use I cut it a nickname. It's a nickname I call it.
Carla's here says hello everybody. Hey to the names that I'm not used to seeing.
Hey Carla.
The
absolutely wonderful
evening.
Says
evening everyone. Hi. I got my first paycheck. Got a new job.
Snap.
I didn't know you got a new job too. Everybody over here getting a new job. Let's go. What are you buying me?
I think she's a heath wrangler.
Somebody should definitely pay you to do that.
You get paid for wrangling heaths.
Tanya's here says hi everyone. Good evening.
Good evening,
Heath is here too.
Oh, and
Matrain said listening for a few as I fall asleep. Fall asleep already?
Yes.
What are we doing to you?
You and the warden literally have like a forever lifespan when it comes to your YouTube channels. Like you were on forever and a day.
Mom was like, they're still on. They're still on. Hey, they're still on. I was like, oh my God.
It's kind of like one of those marathons. It's like double dutch. I feel like I can hop in, and then hop out for half an hour, and then hop back in,
and you know exactly
as if I never missed a beat. I didn't miss a beat.
Brianna said, love your talk. Your joke about Mama Chris dressing you up as fast food workers cracked me up. I'm glad that we have a similar humor. My mother pointed out to me that I did not designate or specify that Amber was my twin. I only said sister. And I was like,
you said twin.
I think she went back and watched the video, which is now up and live, and she said I did not say twin.
Oh, you didn't?
No. So
well, it must have been a Freudian slip.
I don't know how.
Yes,
the lay is from Mom and I is $100 and $1 bills for graduation, and her dad. Oh my God, the dad's lay is $300 in various denominations.
Either way. Have a security guard escort you from the car to the
Shauna said pre-cruise shenanigans, 20 days and 19 hours to the low-carb cruise. Yes, in 24 days. Yeah, they're all getting to Orlando like the week before.
Oh, wow. Seriously?
Like, yeah, they're going to like Universal and stuff
Lord.
like that.
So y'all already going to be kind of glossy for we even see you.
Exactly.
Woo!
Brian Harris says, great evening, y'all. Finally, almost recovered from Keto Salt Lake in our real keto house experience. Oh yeah, that was the Airbnb right there.
That was amazing.
What an amazing time with so much knowledge being dropped on us. Tip of the hat to you, sir.
The caboodles are dipped in gold.
Draven, what's a good evening, work fam? I hope y'all have a super hump day. Thank you, Draven.
They're golden.
Oh, Beth is here. Says hello, everyone. With the dancing lady, I miss you, Beth. Just wherever you are. So, Beth, wow. The warden said 3 weeks from today we'll be at the airport. Y'all still better be on this live though. You know what I'm talking about? You better be following us wherever you go. What happens at the airport 3 weeks from today? That's when they're going. That's when they're going for the cruise. Like
they're going on the cruise too.
Yes.
Oh, no.
Yeah, they're getting there a few days early.
I know.
Jen said, I love your talk at Keto Salt Lake. You did such a great job, and the topic was on point, very inspiring. Thank you. I appreciate that because I had no idea how it was received, you know, so I appreciate it. Leah's here. Says hello from Colorado. Hi, Leah.
It was amazing.
Yes, I appreciate that.
No, I mean, you looked amazing.
Yeah. He said, yeah, when you skip my comments, you missed that I'm here. Yes, I did. I missed that. My bad. To which the warden said, being with Heath is priceless.
Exactly.
That's funny.
Oh, we know.
Can't put a paycheck on
that. We know, Warden.
Oh, Carla said, I learned a lot. Always enjoy. Well, thank you for commenting. It really means a lot. As you said. So.
Your best friend stabbed you in the front.
Oh my God. Holly's here. Says good evening, everyone. Happy Hope Day.
He told me that at a campfire.
Holly. It's so good to see you. It was so good to see you in Salt Lake.
I know, it was wonderful seeing everybody. You all are amazing. Salt Lake was.
Shauna said, I think you said the word twin once,
Barna.
but you did allude that you all celebrate the same birthday. Well, that's good. Okay, Joe Ray said you said twin at one point, said you were known as the chubby twin. Oh,
that's what I said.
did say that.
That's what I
so
thank you,
I
Joe
did
Ray.
mention that we were twins,
Joe
but
Ray.
I might not have necessarily said my twin
at that exact moment in time.
Thank you.
But you did allude to it.
Okay, Shauna
Joe
says,
Ray for the win.
Talked to Rhonda last night, and she sends her thanks for all the thoughts and prayers. Absolutely. Tell her the
right back
fam
at you, Rhonda.
is here. Oh,
love you,
Rhonda's here.
Absolutely.
Says, hello, White fam. Thank you so much for your love and support. I won't be responding and just listening. This family makes me feel loved, and that's all I need. Just talk to Rachel. Absolutely. We're so glad that you're here, Rhonda.
Rhonda, you know you got love. 1,000% bouncing at you.
Oh my gosh, Shauna said I'll be flying from Sacramento and meeting Heath and Shelly in Houston, and then flying to Orlando with them.
Wait, what now?
Jeez Louise,
excuse me,
crazy.
I'm tired already. Your reading made me tired.
Yes.
I'm a little sleepy.
Okay, Tanya says, yes, you did slip and said that you and Amber did not share the same birthday, but I fixed it quickly. We were like, but y'all are twins. Yeah, if I said that, of course, that was not.
You didn't share the same birthday?
I know. I don't know. See, here's the thing. I don't know when I said that or what I would have said because I completely blacked out during the entire experience, and I won't be rewatching it. So,
yes. So there we go. She may or may not have said
things. Said had my reconstruction folks at the house all day today repairing Patty's office, new insulation, drywall, texture. You better texture them walls. Tomorrow's paint day and the new fixture day. We'll be happy when it's done. Well, that sounds amazing.
Yay, J-Dog.
Hashtag home remodel.
I mean,
Chris
it's
said,
always
hey, I posted your individual presentation today, Autumn. I saw that. Or I figuratively, I saw that you posted it. I have not seen the presentation.
Yes, we will have to watch it and comment on anything
Chris
you need to know when you need to know it.
Howdy, everybody. Richard, you have one job, and that's to make sure I have my water and to make sure I have my tissue. Where's my tissue, Richard? Where's my tissue?
I think you used it all.
No.
Here it is.
No, I gotta go. No. No. Fail.
Are y'all hearing this? Are you listening to this? She literally is acting up now. Okay, let's go to the comments then. Since you had left me to go.
No, I think we were at the end. Don't worry about it.
Hey, roomies. She's talking. Joe Ray was
not
absolutely.
Talking to us.
Well, I was going to say that while we were in Salt Lake, that
there he is.
The gang got together.
Joe Ray said, "Can you resend the info to Bronson? I'm chatting with him, and he said he can't find it." Okay, but he's here now. So, everybody, without much further ado,
there you go,
Coach Bronson.
Surprise!
Hi, everybody.
Hey.
There we go.
Can you hear me okay?
Yes. Can you hear us okay?
Yep, sounds fantastic.
Okay.
Awesome.
Good. Sorry, glad we didn't miss you. I was like, what? And of course, I'm not really good. People will tell you I'm not good at sending reminders. I'll send the initial invite, but once we confirm the plans, that's all on you, fam. You know, glad that you're here.
Are you hearing this?
So what's going on? How you guys recovered?
No, yes. Yeah. So here's the thing. I've recovered, but literally all of our luggage is still sitting right there, like in the suitcase.
So I'm actually flying out this weekend to do something else this weekend. I'm like, you know what? I took the dirty clothes out. I just left all the other stuff in there.
Yeah, exactly. But see, here's the bad part. Like, those could very well stay there until the cruise. It's only 3 weeks. I mean, they could literally just sit there. So
what had happened was, yeah.
I mean, it's going to be all the same clothes, you guys. So
pretty much.
Yes. So everyone is saying hi. Shelly said stay packed for the cruise. Exactly. It's going to be the same clothes. Yeah, Lynette's here, says hello. But yeah, we were just talking about the, our presentations and Keto Salt Lake. So what were your thoughts?
I'm still like absorbing.
Buzzing, I know, right?
Yeah, but buzzing, absorbing all of it. Yeah, there's so much.
Here's the funny thing. Like, I didn't realize until, what day did you talk? I think it was
Saturday.
Saturday?
Whatever the first day was.
Okay, so that was Friday.
Was it Friday? Okay. Yeah,
I was at the vendor table most of the time, and so we would pop in and out.
Yes.
And I didn't realize, I was like, man, I wish I could see what was going on in there. And I was like, he's live streaming the entire thing, you idiot. But like on the first day, I didn't see much of anything except when I walked in there. So I caught pieces of yours and pieces of everyone else's. So I might literally have to go back and watch everything. But from what I saw, it was absolutely great.
Yeah, a lot of good information. I love the smaller stuff, like, you know, where it's not a huge amount of thousands of people, and you can kind of actually get around and talk to people and stuff. It's pretty cool.
Yes, it was pretty great. I said, you know, I saw that Chris posted all the videos today. I said, I'm not going to watch mine. Like, I don't know how I did. I don't know. Everyone says it was good. And I'm like, I'm just going to leave that to you guys.
You got to watch it so you can see some things, improve on some stuff.
Exactly.
What did I do well? What can I get better? Because you know you're going to be doing more of that, right?
Yeah, I was like, when I'm ready to do, when I'm ready to do that again, I'll go watch it. But so
as a test,
Chris said Autumn has to pay to watch the live stream. Everyone else gets that is so rude.
That's awesome. And just, I don't know if you've already said it, but just, you know, shout out to Chris and Miriam for everything.
That was the first thing we said.
Okay. It was fantastic everything.
Amazing.
Yes, it really was.
And the children. The children held it down as well.
Family, right?
Yeah.
They were really
the entire family was.
It was a family affair, so it was absolutely awesome. No, but it was also funny because on the second day I did watch the live stream from the vendor room, and I had my earphones in.
Yeah.
So while the presentations were going on, there weren't a lot of people walking in the vendor room, so it was quite quiet. But I would be listening to something, and I'd be like, "Preach!" Oh. No one can hear what's being said. I'd be like, yes, you know, like, because I had my headphones.
You were having your moments.
Yes, because
that's funny. That's awesome. I know every time I went in there, you were like,
yes, I know.
There's people here. There's people.
Shonda said, I really loved how personable all the speakers were when they were off stage. Such caring people. I agree. Yeah. They really were.
Yeah.
And there were some people that I fangirled over too, and it was just so great to get to talk to them and to really, you know, spend some up close time with them. So
I will say I really enjoyed talking to everybody.
Blue Dove said most actors don't watch their own scenes. Exactly, they should to learn how to get better. But I totally get that it's a nerve thing.
Yeah.
Absolutely, yeah. Nobody likes watching themselves.
That's it.
It's like hearing your own voice and everything. You're like, ooh, that's what I sound like.
Do you know, I used to really dislike the sound of my own voice on video because I didn't think it sounded like me. But somewhere along the way, I was like, I guess that is what I sound like. It's okay. So, but I used to hate that. So.
Okay. Caboodle Brian just said something. I don't know if I got a chance to meet him.
Yeah, Brian and Karen were there. It was amazing. Brian said I yelled out shirt at one point. Yeah, somebody said something that I was like, shirt.
He wasn't the one that yelled out "Yo Mama" when I was talking, was he?
Oh my God. That could have very well been. Holly said everyone who spoke is so passionate about the mission that they can talk keto, low carb all day. Right. I was so nervous. I was like, how am I going to fill up 45 minutes of space? And then that little countdown was going. I was like, oh, I got to wrap this up. I was like, oh my God,
that's generally how
I got to
goes.
Get to the end.
Like, when you start getting into the meat of your topic, then it's
Brianna said I hate watching myself teach. I know, right? Like. It's crazy, you know.
Like, I think it goes back to like we're all our own worst critics. You know what I mean? Like we always find the worst flaws in us, even though other people
can't notice.
Exactly.
Don't do anything. So
it's just who we are.
Yeah, exactly. So, but it was really awesome. Not to mention the city of Salt Lake was nuts, beautiful. Have you ever been there, Coach Bronson?
Salt Lake, one time, like 8 years ago.
Oh wow!
Yeah, I went through there. When I owned my gym, there was a gym owners like leadership conference out there that I went to, which was pretty fun. There we were in Salt Lake, and then we were in Park City.
That was amazing. It was my first time being there, and it was absolutely beautiful. Tanya said, "I know who said your mama # peanut gallery." Somebody really said that. That's actually
name names.
Exactly. That's that's pretty funny.
No, it was amazing.
It was awesome.
So what was the biggest thing you took away?
The biggest thing I took away, I guess, as a listener, as a person that just attended it, was just to really just stay consistent. Like it's not necessarily going to be easy, but just when they hit you over the head with so much science and so many just practical reasons why this is how that you should be eating. And then plus hearing the testimonies of the people, like how it's reversed their disease, how it's, gotten them off their meds and all that stuff. It just reinforces the notion that this just truly is the way that humans should be eating. But I will say, as a speaker, as a vendor, as someone, like as a member of the industry in that way and the community in that way, just the importance of networking, like the importance of getting to know the people that are there. It was just, I made some really, really good connections that I'm really excited about. And it just goes, you have to put yourself out there and you have to, just be a part of it all. And so that was a really good lesson.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm always a big fan of like just your message in general, Coach Bronson, resonates with me as far as like
fitness.
How you
I learned that lesson.
How you attack it from all angles. Like it's not just our diet. Like it's literally the exercise, and you approach it from just getting like life. You know what I mean? It's not about trying to be the most buff in the gym. It's not about trying to outshine everybody. It's about walking up a flight of steps when you're older. You know what I mean? It's about carrying your groceries across the street.
About quality of life. Yeah.
I find that resonates with me the most. Like I love that. I love
the car, analogy of like, you're chasing the fuel, but if you don't actually fix up the car, then, you're not really missing a big part of it.
A rust bucket is always a rust bucket, right?
Regardless of what kind of fuel you're putting in it. Yeah, exactly. Jerry Van West said we had our first in-person meeting post-lockdown today, and I had a few comments on how good I'm doing. I've been working from home for 2 years, so I'm in my own head, but it reinforced I'm doing something right. That's amazing. Hookman said, I love Salt Lake. Oh, hold on. I love that Salt Lake sits in the valley surrounded by the beautiful snow-capped mountains. We did a lot of exploring, and there will be more to explore when we come back. It was beautiful.
Yes.
I just have to say that I'm impressed that you know what WFH meant.
Oh yeah, I mean that's.
I saw that. I was like, what?
Yeah, no.
Exactly.
They're teaching me all of the corporate shorthand, but I do know that work from home, but like away from keyboard, AFK.
That's me.
AFK. Yep.
I was like,
no, I'm with you, Bronson. I'm like,
I was like, that's a new one on me.
Work from home, I'm used to.
It would have took me a second.
Hookman said, oh gosh, for me it was sleep. Sleep will add to my quality of life, so I really need to figure it out. Yeah, because Holly said sleep too. I must have missed that one.
No,
so
it's important.
Yeah. Sleep, get your sleep.
Yeah,
I think like 2 or 3 of us talked about that.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I think so too.
Blue Up said, Bronson, probably outlive you. I was like, no, when you were like, name a badass woman, then did somebody say your mama? Like, so that was absolutely amazing.
She probably could though.
That's so funny.
Miriam said you both did amazing jobs. Thank you, Miriam.
Thank you, Miriam.
So much to me. So
I have to agree. They were amazing speakers.
Brian said the statement that life is an action verb. Absolutely. Joe Ray said Tanya and I wanted to bring our little signs. That would have been funny. Yes.
Dude,
those are made to travel. Keep them things.
I was just gonna say, y'all need to bring those signs everywhere.
I know, right?
I was missing those signs. Like when I first started the talk, and I was like, I'd get feedback. I was like, somebody have a sign.
Yeah, don't worry.
It's like hold something up.
Yeah, I'm gonna have in the next couple of months, I'm gonna be soliciting suggestions for what y'all want to go on the signs this year, because the signs are happening.
Just have portable keto signs.
Yes. Bring them to the cruise. Bring them on the cruise.
Yes,
exactly.
So
if you're going to be at KetoCon, bring them to KetoCon anywhere you're going.
Bring the signs to KetoCon. Yeah, bring them with you.
They're just like a traveling convention sign.
Yeah, they are. Take them everywhere.
Whenever you go, please.
Jen said, I like your talk about a small shirt not equaling a big life. I like how so many people had the same message, just delivered in different ways. You never know which way is going to hit home. Exactly.
That's huge. That's one of the things that one of my biggest takeaways was. You mentioned all the science, all the stuff that he was talking about. We got on all the different sides from all the different angles. I think Amy Berger said it best. She said keto is a large hammer that hammers in a lot of small nails.
Wow,
beautiful!
Right, there's a ton of things.
I wasn't there, but now I'll be able to. She's gonna be there, but that's beautiful.
There's so many things, and at the end of, I was talking to Natalie about it today. At the end of every talk, it was like. Keto solves a problem.
Just do it.
Keto solves a problem.
Yeah.
Proper human diet solves a problem. Keto, it's like no matter what way you look at it, the systems, how all the systems work, how everything comes together, it's like just do this and you'll be fine.
Like something as simple as cutting out a few foods can change everything.
You know, one thing that really spoke to me, and especially since my talk was about weight, I did pop in on Kim Howerton when she was talking about some experiment. And she said where people, you know, at the beginning, they had to mark down how much weight they were like expecting to lose. And it was like how much weight you would be disappointed if you lost. You would accept it if you lost it. You would be happy if you lost it. Or if it was your ideal weight, a number that you could just pick. That she said it was not rooted in reality or science. Like, what's the number? And I was like, how many of us just like pick a number? You know, like that's like, we don't take into account how tall we are, our genetics, like anything, how our frame. We just pick a number that we want to get to. You know?
Okay.
And I was just like, man, that's crazy. That's just what a lot of us do. It's just like, because why is 155 my goal weight? Why is 160 my goal weight? You don't even know what you're gonna look like. And 160 could look so different depending on how you get there. So I'm just why are we just picking numbers? That's what it felt like to me.
Exactly.
Yeah, a lot of times it's because it's based on somebody else. Exactly. Whether it's somebody else we want to look like and we think that's what they weigh, or we've heard. So for me, here's my experience. When I was 240-ish pounds, I heard that linebackers in the NFL weigh 240 pounds.
Wow.
And I was like,
how are they running all of this?
That's not this. Like, hold on a second. You know what I mean?
You were like an old lineman.
Yeah. So that was right around the time that I was making changes and realizing that I needed to do something different. And that's one of the reasons why fitness happened for me kind of at the front end instead of the back end. Because my goal was that weight, but I wanted to be able to look and do and be like, okay, wait a second. If Ray Lewis weighs 235 pounds,
it's not the same on him.
Something's not right.
That's so funny.
Yes, the muscles are sitting in different places.
Shauna said, I love Abby's message. It really hit deep. It's not your fault, but it's your responsibility. I think Abby did an excellent job for that being her first talk ever. You know, she talked about how
that was her first talk ever
in front of people. She talks on the internet all the time.
All the time, right? Yeah.
But that was her first. And you know, even at Keto Palooza, she was on the stage and she answered questions as part of a panel. But she had never given her own solo talk before. So that was
she seems like a natural.
Amazing.
Yeah, she was very natural. Amazing. Yeah, Carla said I was so grateful for the live stream. Everyone was amazing. That's that's awesome. Lynette said so many great minds.
I agree, Carla.
Yes, it was amazing.
And Lynette.
Tanya said we heard so many perspectives: scientific, medical, spiritual, inspirational, personal. You can learn something from everyone if you stayed open. Absolutely. Chris said Kim's presentation was insanely good. I bet it was. I do need to go back and watch everybody else's. I might not need to watch mine, but I need to go back and watch everyone else's. So Gina said, good evening, everyone. How the HE double hockey sticks are y'all? Autumn and Bronson, you were amazing motivational speakers in Salt Lake. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
You both killed it.
Yes, I appreciate it.
Yeah, I think I'm with you, Autumn. I kind of blacked out. You get up there, you start talking, then you're like, oh wait, I'm done. Hold on, wait, what did I even say?
On stage, I just like exhale, and then here's the funny thing. So I was working the tables both days, and so I came in a t-shirt and jeans. I was like, I got to be comfortable. Well, I was like, okay, for my talk, I got to look like something. So I knew that at lunch I can head over to the hotel and then change and then come back for my talk. But then I was thinking, as I was leaving the hotel, I was like, should I bring my jeans and t-shirt back, to the place to change out of? And I was like, oh, Autumn, be a grown up. Stay in your outfit for like 4 hours.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I walked off stage. I was like, oh, I want my clothes. I don't want to stay in this thing. But I was just like, oh my God, Coach Bronson is nailing it with a gray t-shirt and some pants. Must be nice.
Hey, comfort.
It like just fit perfectly. I was like, oh man, that's the life.
But you had to wear that dress because it was in the picture.
Exactly. That's legitimately why
you wrote it into the script.
I did. So
whose fault is it?
I know, right? And it was to prove a point. But I'm saying I don't regret wearing it while I was on the stage. I regret wearing it every moment I was not on the stage. I should have just changed right back. But it was also good though, because that was like the only time where I made sure to take pictures with people, because I was like the whole rest of the time I was working, and then I was like, oh, I look good. Let's take a picture.
Yeah.
I'm run down right now. So yeah, but it was really, really fun.
It really was.
Yeah. Holly said it was good to be around like-minded people. So nice to be around people, and you did not have to explain why we do what we do. You're right.
Yeah.
Yep.
Holly was amazing.
Yes.
Holly, Joe Ray, the entire
Oh,
gang.
Shauna said I had no idea Kim Howerton lived in Berkeley, about an hour away from me. No, that's really cool.
Uh-oh.
So, okay. Chris said, okay, time to be with the kids. Bye, everyone. Bye.
I guess you got it, Chris.
Lynette said, but how about them Utah burgers? Is that a place in specific? Because they only
No. All right. So Utah burgers. Next time y'all in Utah, you want to go to Apollo Burgers.
Where's that?
We didn't go to.
Okay. There was one. It was like a quarter mile away. We walked there.
Like the
on
only
Saturday
Utah
night.
burger I know is the one Steve made.
Yeah. Right. They have a burger called a Utah burger. It's a patty with cheese and bacon and pastrami and gyro meat.
Oh, really? Like lamb?
Yeah.
Lord knows.
All
you
together.
I'm telling
No,
you.
we didn't go. I didn't go to Utah.
I'm telling you, we can't walk to the store anymore without Richard being like, "Oh, here's lamb. Coach Bronson loves this."
Can I bring my thing and show you? We got a leg of lamb in the crock pot right now.
Oh my God, that's
Yes,
so good. No,
yes.
So good.
absolutely not.
Lamb is amazing.
Every day, all day.
Women said, "Oh, geez, those Utah burgers rocked." We even got a couple before we flew out on the last day.
Wow.
That's crazy. So
That's amazing.
that's really
we
awesome.
went to,
Yeah, I got two of them. I got two of them. No pastrami, extra lamb.
We went to the proper burger company. That was pretty good.
Yeah, you sent me to the proper burger company instead of Apollo.
Apparently, there's a lot of burger places. We went to Lucky 13.
Tanya said I'm not much
yes.
of a lettuce, much on lettuce burgers, but that Apollo burger was everything.
See,
Well, that's
you sent me to the wrong place.
Yes.
Yeah, we went to the Apollo Burger and another place called Lucky 13.
Yeah, we didn't go
They
to
had
that
a bunch of. They had like 8 or 9 different types of burgers. You
My
could get, so.
gosh. Okay, next time.
Brianna said on my Virginia
Next
Beach trip, all the teachers were cracking up over the teeny Redmond salt shaker I carried around. Oh man, the salt mines. That was another thing. That
yes.
was crazy.
Are they cracking up because they taste buds are bad?
Yeah, that was really going into the salt mine was really awesome. Like,
oh my gosh.
Just it being so dark.
Redmond Salt Mine, everybody,
really,
is a
really
trip
neat.
to write down on your bucket list.
Yeah,
Visit.
absolutely.
Please visit
Yeah,
Redmond
because
Salt
they
Mine.
have tours. I mean, like
so
They do,
much
yeah.
fun.
Yeah. Renee said, Autumn,
Ooh.
just a thought. When you sell your shirts at an event, you could also sell the signs. Now that would be amazing.
That's an
Especially
interesting
if you-
idea. Sell a pack. Sell a pack of.
Yeah, like a pack of signs. Yeah, because they came in a pack. Miriam said, Autumn, I really like the part of your talk where you talked about knowing yourself. You know you don't want to do challenges because you'll binge after. It reinforces that we need to know ourselves.
There you
Yes,
go.
absolutely.
And I think that was a big point of your
Yeah.
speech.
Yeah, it's just like basically what I wanted everyone to get from it was just that, like, especially if you've been at a certain weight and you've gained weight, like there is just this feeling of like failure, like incompleteness if you don't get back to that weight. Like once you hit the lowest, like a new low weight, you're never as successful unless you see that number or lower. Like any number higher than the lowest you've ever been able to get to means that you're failing until you get back to that number. And I was just like, that's just not the case, right? That's just not the case.
No.
And that you should be happy now, and you should be proud of yourself now, and you should be complete. Now
it's about the journey.
Yeah. Happiness doesn't equal complacence.
Exactly.
Right? You can be happy with yourself and be content with where you are and be satisfied and fulfilled.
Exactly.
That doesn't mean you don't strive to be better. That doesn't mean you don't strive to improve and try to make changes and be more efficient. And all
that's
sorts of
exactly
things, right?
that's exactly what it was. It's just like I want, like just because you want to improve doesn't mean you have to be dissatisfied with the person that you are right now. You know,
that's like saying you can't have a good marriage unless you're always the same way you were when you first got married.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
like
you,
and you're,
10 years
not
later,
happy
you
were on your wedding day every single day.
That's not gonna happen. Number one.
Exactly.
You know, you got to be happy in your marriage.
I bought half the Redmond mine home with me. Man, that thing was cavernous. Yeah.
Hey, I'm waiting anxiously by the door.
We got 2 bags coming.
Chris, where's that?
Both of our bags broke.
I was saying
His bag broke too. Yeah.
Oh yeah. I've been telling everybody. I said that was like
And-
Disney World for me.
And again, thanks to Miriam and Chris for shipping those out for us.
Yeah,
Oh
exactly. That was amazing.
Beautiful.
Hogan
beautiful
said
people.
that's one of the things I loved about your presentation, Autumn. You showed it the way it is. Not all keto journeys are perfect, and the lowest weight doesn't mean that you were the most happy.
There you go.
Exactly.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's really that's the message that I hope people got, because we're not going to talk about the comments, the live stream comments, because I was watching, because once again, because I was in the vendor room watching the live streams, I also saw the live comments. And while the overwhelming majority of them were positive and reinforcing, there were definitely some negative Nancy's and some trolls in there. And so while I was watching other people, and I was like, oh, I'm not going to be able to watch these comments for me. Like, I'm not going to be able to see the comments for me. But, first of all, the Whack fam was in the comments straight vicious. Like, mom said, because mom was watching the comments too. She said every time somebody said something, like mean, I would be trying to type a response, but somebody else was just already in there. And
Bam, bam, bam.
Exactly. I was like, thank you, everyone. But
we got 100,000 moderators.
I know,
okay?
I know that like a lot of people seem uneasy with the message that it's okay if you've gained weight. Like a lot of people, a lot of the comments were like, this person is just saying that it's okay to, to get fat, or it's okay to not be doing it. When I'm just like, that's not the message, but I know that's how it can come off, because just like you said, a lot of people think that just because you're happy, you're just like in denial about, like you're a failure and you don't want to admit it. It's like, no, you can truly be happy and fulfilled and still want to improve.
What stage
you can't. It is impossible to maintain the same priority indefinitely.
Exactly.
Right. You cannot always, for the rest of your life, say my goal is to do this, and that's the only thing I'm ever going to worry about for the rest of my life.
Exactly.
Right. You got family, you got a job, you got kids, you got finances, you got your future, you got a social life. Hopefully you've got hobbies. Like there's things that it goes like this, right?
Yes.
And
and I think people really confuse the notion of like my health is my number one priority, where like a lot of people, weight loss is their number one priority, and as soon as you say that it's not anymore, they just think you've given up.
And there you go. Those are those people. Those are those people right there.
Tanya said, Autumn, your message was on point, and the actual PowerPoint was visually effective. Thank you. I wanted to show. I mean, the best way I could think to get from each point was like, because I had pictures and all of it, right? It was just to talk about, the journey in pictures. And there were some pictures there that I had never shown, some parts of my journey that I had never shown. And I'm just like, this is really what be going through my head. So I had to share it with people. Sheila said,
I think it was powerful.
Hi, Jim.
Oh, geez.
Yeah, Karen said you can be skinny and unhealthy. Exactly. So
Absolutely.
And so that is just and that's just really what hopefully the message that a lot of people took, is that like there is no such thing as a perfect journey, because like there's never really a way to step back and encapsulate it all, because you can't really critique something until after it ends. Like you can't say this movie was good until after you've seen the whole thing. Well, you're never going to see the whole journey. Like you're always in the middle of it. So you can't step back and be like, well, that was a perfect journey. Like, because it's always continuous. And so I don't even strive for that anymore.
Yeah. Well, no story is interesting if it's always going the same trajectory.
Exactly.
If there's never a down, if there's never a challenge, if there's never something to overcome, if there's never something that needs to be worked around, or like it's, who wants to live that kind of life? Like I want a little adversity every once in a while.
Yeah,
That's,
exactly.
I'm alive,
That, and that is what, and I was talking about that too, with Erica on Clubhouse, is that, when we've been to a lower weight before and we've been locked in the zone, and, she kept mentioning like, I want to get back to 2019 Erica. I want to get back to 2019 Erica, because she was so locked in and she was so focused. And I was like, yeah, I think about 2017 Autumn that started keto, that was really focused, that lost a lot of weight. And like, she was great, but it was kind of easy, because it's easy to stay on track when you're getting results. It's easy to stay on track when things are, people are noticing and stuff like that. But, you know, 2022 Autumn is in a place where it's just like, I feel like I'm doing everything right and the number's not going down the way I thought, but like I'm still choosing to do it anyway. Like that is more important to me than like, yeah, it's great. It's easy to stay on track when things are going your way like they were in the beginning, but it's even more important to stay on track when it doesn't seem like they are. When you're truly just choosing your health first, regardless of what the number on the scale might say.
Yep.
Yes, absolutely. Brianna said people want to see perfection, but that's not reality. I'd rather see the ups and downs. It's more relatable. Yeah, I mean, because here's the thing. If someone's just showing you perfection, that's the whole thing. They're just showing it to you because even they're not perfect, right? That might be what they're presenting, but it's probably not real.
Yeah, and honestly, if all you ever see from somebody is perfection, and I don't care who it is, you know off the bat that they're doing things behind the scenes to create that presentation. It's not an actuality.
Exactly. Gina said my original goal was to be 165 by my 65th birthday. Then I got down to 155 and I gained 10 pounds and I've been mad at myself for a year and a half. Autumn, you helped me wake up and see that I wasn't a failure. Exactly. Why are we walk around in this perpetual state of disappointment over what, like 10 pounds? Like I said, I weigh 40 pounds more. But when I tell you, like I'm so sincere when I'm like, but it doesn't matter because I feel great. I feel confident. And like I said, just because I'm happy and satisfied, that doesn't mean if someone was like, if I could, because when Kim Howerton said, pick what weight you want to be, I was like, if I'm being honest, if pick the weight, I'm not choosing 200. I'm not being like, that's the intentional thing. But at the same time, you don't have to feel bad about yourself because of that if you're taking the actions every day. And that's just what I've been, that's really how I feel.
What weight?
And the way to get your mind off of that again is to start thinking about other things. There's so many other things that you can focus on that have nothing to do with your weight.
Exactly. And that's what I've focused on: my weightlifting and my strength training and my fitness. I'm focusing on my sleep and my habits. I'm focusing on, being intentional about what I eat. And I'm focusing on being happy and stress-free. Like, that's worth it. I was on the scale 155 and miserable. And here I am like 200 and I feel great, right? So it's just, you really have to think about what is the most important to you. And, ever since your talk at Ketopalooza, like quality of life just really sums up the whole thing, right? And if you're stressed and scared and angry all the time because you're hungry and you're scared you're going to gain weight because you're at this low number, that's not a good quality of life either, right? And so that's really what I had to realize.
Yeah, and I 100%, like, if I would honestly, like, this could be a dangerous thing to say. I would rather you gain 10 pounds and de-stress yourself than have a heart attack, high blood pressure, chronic inflammation, not get sleep, and just all of the things that come from just that. Like, if you're gonna insist on focusing on your weight, even though there's a million other things you could focus on,
exactly,
and it's gonna stress you out, I would rather you just put the weight on,
just chill out. That's really just chill out. And I know, and there's like a double side. It's like a double-edged sword because in the beginning, I do think it is very important to focus on being consistent, right? Like when you first come across the keto lifestyle and you are dedicated to making a change, I do think it is very important to push yourself 30, 60, 90 days, whatever, some time frame, because at that point, you just honestly, as a food addict, you need to prove to yourself that you can do it. Like you need to prove that, you are capable of sticking to something and you are a strong person, right?
Baby steps first. But
after a certain time, when you have it down, when you have it mastered, you realize, just like people say, you didn't get overweight and sick overnight. You're not going to lose weight and have your perfect body overnight. One wrong meal didn't make you overweight. Exactly. One right meal is not going to make you thin. So it's just like if it's starting to stress you out, that's when you need to take a step back and just think about your priorities.
Yeah, and a lot of the times it's not just the priorities; it's how you're doing it.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, exactly.
There's a lot of things that we
all know
overcomplicate things.
Yes, or make things extreme. I was like, because we all know how to lose weight. We all know exactly what we need to do, right? Yeah. But it wasn't in a healthy way. It wasn't in a way that was good for our body. Just losing weight or our mind. Right? That's just not the point. So
yeah, it's not the point. And go ahead, I'll let you read that.
I put on back on 100 pounds for my weight loss and beat myself up a lot for it. Now I accept it as part of my journey, and I'm just trucking on. Hopefully people remember more about me than my weight. Exactly. And if they don't, they weren't your people anyway.
Man, your journey is your journey.
Yeah. Exactly.
Your journey is your journey. As long as you're trying to move forward, right? I have conversations with people all the time. Yeah. And they're, as a coach, and I'm sure you've experienced this, it can get frustrating and repetitive sometimes, getting the same questions from people, hearing the same things over and over and over again. But one of the things I love about going to these events is it reconnects me with people that need help and people that are looking for answers. And here's the thing, I would rather get the same questions from the same people over and over and over again, because that means they're still looking, they're still trying, they're still trying to improve and move forward. So no question, do whatever you're doing, keep moving forward. That doesn't mean we can't try to be more efficient. We can't learn better ways, less complicated ways to simplify it and make it easier and de-stress the process. But I'd rather have someone who's looking to improve than somebody who's just said screw it and doesn't care.
And that adds and it adds another layer of pressure, like when you decide to share your life with the internet, right? Like as a coach, as a YouTuber, as someone who puts yourself out there. I thought I was being really deep, and I forgot to say this during my talk, but like one of the lines that I had typed up was like, every pound that I lost on the scale was just another pound added to my shoulders of the pressure that came with maintaining that or getting lower, right? So I might have been losing on the scale, but I was also, it was coming on my shoulders because like, okay, now I'm going to share with them I weigh this much. I'm not really happy and I don't know if I can maintain it, but I'm going to share. Wow. And then you're that's when you're binging in secret and then not telling them. And then, and there's just plenty of times where I had to be like, this isn't real life. This number I just showed you, like, I'm not there anymore. I haven't been there for a while. I wasn't happy when I was there, but it's just like the pressure that comes with wanting to show success so that you can show other people it's possible. But that might not just be your story at that moment.
Well, and this is what, I talk about trends all the time. We've talked about, it's about trends. It's not about one event. I think I talked about that in the presentation. What happens in one time doesn't define your journey. Exactly. It's what you do when something happens.
Yeah,
that's what defines. As long as you keep moving forward, the journey never ends.
Exactly.
So that's what people need to understand. It's not. I see the question all the time. Hey, I cheated today, or I fell off the wagon, or I decided to do this, or this happened, and I went. What do I do? Just keep going forward. Don't do anything different.
You've said this
keep
before.
Doing what you're doing.
You said the next opportunity to make a good choice, to make a choice about your health, that's when you get back on. Like that's how you get back on, whether that's the next meal or the next day or something. But the next opportunity you have to decide what you want to do, that's the perfect time to get back on. Sheila said Jim said he's embarrassed to come to Keto Palooza due to the weight gain from having a horrible summer with his broken leg. I told him he is still lower than when he started and no longer diabetic. I'm telling you right now, I'm clapping with my hands. If one more person tells me they don't want to show up in person because they're embarrassed of how they look, I'm gonna smack all of y'all. Words cannot describe how important your presence is and 100%. How no matter what you think, we want you there, right? Like there have been several people, Jim's not alone. Several people have told me like, oh, I don't know if I can come because I gained weight. Are you nuts? We love you. Like also, we want to see.
Can I say something?
Yes.
Will the church turn you away if you commit a sin?
Exactly. That's why you need to be there the most. Like, don't do that. Like, don't think.
Like, be there, guys. Be there. If you have the opportunity, be there.
Reunion.
When things aren't going the way that you want them to go, that's when you need your family.
Exactly.
Yeah. Exactly.
I'm the biggest thing. It's one of those situations where you are where you need to be.
Exactly.
It's like it's not a place where like who is perfect in this group.
And you who we are. Do you think the WAC fam is the type of community to be like, oh my God, do you see how much weight mom?
That's what I'm saying.
Like, who do you think we are? Like, we love you.
You're amongst the choir.
Yes, exactly. It's like, ooh, girl, me too.
Yeah,
yes, let's get better together.
We're all in that same section.
Like, and so, and I'm playing Sheila and Jim, but I'm very serious. Jim, you know we love you. You have to come to Autumn Palooza, right? Exactly. Like that, I need you there. You know, this isn't crutches, cast, whatever it looks like.
This isn't one of those pompous things where we like weigh you when you walk in the door.
Exactly. Sorry, you weigh more than last year. Like this, you can't come in.
I don't know what high schools those are.
Yes, exactly. It's Weight Watchers. Javen once said fear of failure is real too. I think I put on a couple pounds since last summer. It can be hard to reset mentally sometimes when you feel like you failed. Staying connected, working to overcome. That's just, feeling, because you start to get into the like, what's the point? Or if this is never going to work, then what's the point? Like if I'm never going to get back to where I was, then what's the point, right? And it's just like, that's not the point, like just trying to blindly get back to where you were. And so I've had those those thoughts as well. But the point is just being someone that you can be proud of every day, regardless of what you might weigh on the scale. It's the actions that you can take to make yourself proud every single day.
This is why I really want everyone to start thinking about other things than their weight.
Exactly.
It's just so, I'll be honest with you, it's kind of depressing to hear the attachment and the mental stress and depression and failure and guilt that comes
shame.
From shame that comes from a number on a scale. That means it means nothing.
It means nothing.
It means nothing. Literally, it means absolutely nothing. Because it doesn't transfer to anything that's practical in life.
Yep.
It's like it changes when you eat a meal.
Yeah, it changes when you go to the bathroom. It changes when you drink a cup of water. It's not real.
When anything goes in your body. Yeah. It changes again when it leaves.
Lynette brought up a good point. Said, and nobody knows where you are in your journey. People may look at me and think that I'm chubby, but they may not know that I once weighed 330 pounds. Exactly. And who cares what anyone thinks?
That's what I'm at.
Who cares?
That's what I'm at. Again, who is weighing people when they walk in the door?
And especially not at these events. It's
you amongst family.
And that's another thing that when you saw the comments, the negative comments that might have been in the minority, so many people were coming to the defense or saying, saying positive things. Overall, we're very lucky that this is a very compassionate community. Like we want to help everyone and see everyone succeed. We're not going to judge and shame you because we all know, most of us know what it feels like to go to up and down. Who are we? So it's the same.
I've been to a lot of events in my years, conferences and things like that. And the only other time that I've felt community like going to a keto event is when I've gone to church.
Yeah.
Wow.
Exactly.
I've been in technology. I've been in fitness. I've been to dozens. I can't even count how many different conferences and events and meetings and seminars and whatnot. And none of them, even if I'm going to something for a company that I work for, we're all going to the seminar. Theoretically, we are all on the same team. We're all working together trying to do the same thing. There's still drama and politics and negativity and competition and all these things that you go and you're
like
fakeness. I don't want to be here right now.
Mm-hmm.
Every single keto event that I have ever been to has been absolutely amazing. Wow. Abundance mindset, positive, informative. People are there to try to get better. Wow. It's been amazing. Every single one.
Yeah. I mean, exactly. That is, and I feel like because there are some negative sections of the keto community, but like we don't even tolerate that, these part and so it just goes to show the type of energy, because if a negative person hops in here being negative and they realize that they're not getting any response or no one's paying attention to it, like they're not going to want to be here. So I think even the fact that negativity is just not tolerated here is just a sign to how
I think it does bounce off.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. For sure.
Jen said, hey, I'm trucking on. I'm down 45 pounds since Keto Palooza 2021.
Hey, that's awesome.
That's what I said. You guys,
go ahead, Jen.
Last time I sent out like the shirt sizes, like when you register for Keto Palooza, and I was just like, I gotta wait till I get closer, because a lot of people were like, hey, I know I said 2X back in January, but it's September now. I made some changes.
September goals.
Yes, Jerry said the first Keto Palooza, I was up like 60 pounds. Exactly.
Wow,
But you still
see?
came. Like,
Exactly.
it's important. Like, it's just so important to be involved. So, yeah, Jen said the
You're-
whack
you're
fam love is
amongst
not
family.
contingent on the scale or your eating
I
habits.
said,
You're
you're
right.
among
So,
family. So it don't
yes.
matter.
Oh, Sheila said he just laughed out loud and said, "Yes, ma'am. You're right. I better see you. I better see you in a hat.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
I mean, like, you better be there." So,
You ain't lying, Jim.
Kim said
I'm gonna
shame
tell
is
you
real. Now
Yes.
the shame is real,
No.
but it's just like
It really
it's
is.
but you have to
I was
mentally,
gonna
because you're
say-
doing it to
I
yourself.
was
Like,
gonna say, it's in here.
no
though.
one else is shaming you, and if someone tries, shame on them.
Talk about the pressure of being an influencer and being in the community as a coach and stuff like that. How many French fries did I eat at the range?
Oh my fistfuls! I was looking at him. He was getting his life. I was like, must be nice.
So here's the deal. So
these French fries. Coach
this
Bronson.
is the cool. This is the cool thing I love about what I do is I'm putting
They were good.
I'm putting myself. I was talking about this on my talk. I had a group call earlier, and the idea as a coach, as somebody who's been through the process of losing the weight, changing my life, getting healthy, and getting into a lifestyle that is not easy to maintain, but simple, right?
Yeah.
And there are ups and downs. There are times where I'm like, you know what? I'm having that ice cream, whatever. But French fries, number one, that's my jam. All right. When I first started this 12 years ago, it took me a year to be able to not eat French fries.
Wow.
To be able to say no to a French fry.
Wow.
A year. And it's been pretty much almost 4 years since I've had French fries. Right. So here's the deal. Why did I have French fries this weekend? Nothing's changed, except it has changed. I'm trying to do something I haven't done before. I am not inside my comfort zone right now. Right. I'm outside my comfort zone. I'm pushing myself to try to reach a goal in the next 4 weeks that is forcing me to do something different and adding to my stress.
Oh my God.
Right. I'm trying to make a change, much like someone who maybe 250, 300, 400 pounds is trying to make a change.
Yeah.
I'm doing that willingly on my own to try to reach another goal.
Wow.
So you don't have to be 400 pounds to try to reach a goal that's where you're gonna have a struggle.
Exactly.
I'm at 10% body fat.
Oh my God.
Okay. And I did something last weekend because I'm trying to reach a goal. I'm outside my comfort zone and I fell off. I made a decision to do something that was off the plan that I'm on.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right. So what did I do when I got back this weekend?
Just get back to it. Nothing happened.
Back to it.
Because there is no getting off and getting back. It's just making a choice. I made a choice to do that because I wanted to.
Yep.
That choice always has consequences and things that you can reflect on if you choose, and then just make a different choice. The next time you have the ability to make a choice, just make the other choice. And so, we all had some fries. I was talking to the Redmond people, and I was like, so a nice man named Toad grilled us some stuff. They were like, Toad's a character. I was like, he knew we were on keto, but he made all this keto stuff, and then he made this big bucket of fries, and they were like, yes, fries are Toad's specialty. Like,
they were good, man.
No matter what.
They were good. And the problem is we're at a salt place, so all you had to do is add more salt to them.
I'm
so much salt. It was so good. That was also a victory for me because I had some fries as well, but I knew that I was like, these fries taste good. That's enough of those. I was like, I'm gonna have to with this. But I'm not the biggest steak person either if I can't really control how much it's cooked. So I was like, I'm gonna load up on this salad. Like, I'm going to eat a lot of salad, throw some cheese on there, and this is what I'm going to put at the priority of what I'm eating. So because I could have literally ate nothing and then just ate that whole bucket of fries to fill me up, right? But I was just like, I don't want to do that. I want to, make the foundation of my meal a good choice, and then I can have a sprinkle of indulgence on top of it.
Absolutely.
Way back.
Yes,
exactly. And so it was. Shauna said, "How did you feel after that?" Yeah, did you feel bad?
I felt full.
Yeah,
really full.
Jenny said Joe was even bragging about your frock and something. I mean, it was a lot. I mean, I was like, oh, he's going in. Yes.
They were talking about you.
I had what? It doesn't take a lot.
Excited by proxy. You're like, oh, I bet he's loving that.
I was loving every single bite. Every single bite. No, I was bloated. I don't think I pooped for 2 days.
Yes. Yes.
I mean, it was honestly though, it was good. I enjoyed it.
Yeah. Like you said,
but I'll tell you what, it's crazy, right? I enjoyed it. Immediately after, I was like, yeah, I think I'm okay with that. But it's that kind of, okay, I probably shouldn't have done that.
Yeah.
Would I do it again? Okay, I probably would do it again. I haven't had those in a while. That was once. I'm good.
Yeah.
I'll stay on. I'll get back on track for the rest of the week.
And that's what I said. Like my goal is to eat without reflection, right? I mean, like shame, because I do think it's good when you make a choice. You're just like, that wasn't part of the plan. Why did I do that? How do I feel about it? Think about put it in your arsenal for next time.
Exactly.
But it's that constant fixation on I can't believe I did that, or that was overdid it, or that was too much.
Exactly.
I'm never doing that again, right?
Yeah. There's a difference.
So my goal is to eat without fixation, Right.
Exactly. Yeah, there's a difference between mindfulness and reflection and fixation.
Exactly, right? And so that's just because I do that. I'm just like, that didn't go the way that I planned. Okay. Cool, but it was delicious.
Exactly.
Yeah, okay, got it. And then you just move on because honestly, what is focusing on it anymore going to do? Like, what is it going to fix? Unless you're trying to do some really deep mental work and be like, well, back in my childhood, fries had done that. Unless you're really trying to do some deep mental work, then what does focusing on it anymore really do?
Nothing.
So. Exactly. Tanya said, now I got to get the Redmond, not for the salt, but for the fries. Oh, yeah. Make sure Toad is there. He had on an apron that said the man, the myth, the legend. That was like,
I was one of the ones that was, once I saw the steaks, that's where my love affair was going.
Hey, the steaks were good too. I had 2.5 steaks.
Oh my gosh.
I had like a half of a steak because I was like, this is too much.
I probably had your other half.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to eat this. So I had like slivers of the most
just random steaks
done parts of the steak.
No, give me all the juicy fats.
Yeah. Brian said, anytime you go off playing, it's taking a piece out of the puzzle. You know what piece it is. You just put it back in place to get back to work.
I like that.
That's a great way.
That's a really good. I might steal that one.
Yes. Watch out.
It's gone, Brian.
Yeah.
In case y'all didn't notice, I steal stuff. I steal stuff from people all the time. Yeah. I steal stuff all the time.
Yes, that's awesome. I know, right? The best people do. I mean, I've been trying to now I heard this from somewhere. If I heard it from one of y'all, let me know. I'll be saying that. But yes, okay. Well, Coach Bronson, it was great talking to you. We don't get on over an hour. Lord knows I got to get to sleep, and my poor voice is not what it used to be. But thank you so much for joining us.
I appreciate it.
And you'll be back the first Wednesday in May, which is like in a couple of weeks.
Right before the cruise.
See him on the cruise. We're not going to see him before the next one.
Are we planning on doing anything on the cruise? There's going to be so many of us on a cruise. We need to do something on a cruise.
Okay,
I'm definitely game.
Y'all can plan it, and I'll show up. But
you know this one.
I don't plan things.
You know this one.
I don't plan.
No, you do not.
No, even when we were talking about going to dinner, I was like, I didn't plan that. They were like, Autumn, show up here at this time, and I was like, okay, thank you. We'll do.
So we'll definitely write something down.
Yes, exactly. So y'all
awesome.
plan it, and we'll be there. But it's
we
gonna be.
Hang out.
That was also another funny thing. It was just like everyone you met in Salt Lake was like, "Oh, you're going on the cruise? We're going on the cruise." Like, well, Dag, see y'all in 4 weeks.
See y'all in 4 weeks.
Going to Salt Lake Division
exactly. See you in a little bit. So that was so fun. But thank you so much for joining us, Coach Bronson, and we'll see you next month. Okay.
Yep.
All right, take it easy, guys.
I'll
see you, everybody.
Sunday. Okay. Bye.
Bye.